What is this, attempt 8? 8. I'm gonna say 8. It might not be 8. I think it's 8. Okay. Dude, new shit just got unlocked. New knowledge just got unlocked.
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you.
So...
And I'm sorry about that.
Two
I'm
things.
just gonna start at the beginning.
I re-reviewed the PC world record. Here's what I've learned. One, about the owl segment. So this has confused me for a while.
I lived here until I was 11,
I wondered,
but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
What specific strategies made you faster in the owl, right?
I haven't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
I was wondering if the dives actually made you faster. Cause
Inner will, my mother left me a key.
E-Ray
didn't tell me what it unlocked. Maybe she thought I'd know.
Does like a
the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
He does a God, what the fuck is it called? He glides down. He glides downwards. He flies down. At the very beginning,
the truth is,
and after he's gotten the first rabbit.
I never thought I'd come back to it. But now
you know what? I don't have my mouse in a good position.
The house knew the answers to. The woods around the house have always been uncomfortably silent, as if they're about to say something but never do.
I looked at Urquan's run, and I do not believe that gliding down makes you any faster. It doesn't slow you down, I don't think, but it doesn't make you any faster. I do not believe. Well, technically it does. It does.
The house was.
I think it does make your owl faster.
The way I'd been dreaming about it.
But it doesn't change anything because the rabbits spawning is based on a timer.
A way I couldn't put into words.
It's based on a timer.
As a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were.
That basically just means that no matter how fast you're going as the owl, you could be going light speed. Doesn't change the fact that the rabbits aren't going to spawn until a certain amount of time. What does influence it, though...
Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
When I learned it, and my poor segments made more sense.
For the first time in years...
Is looking directional to the left and the right.
Home.
So what I was doing before, I was doing very exaggerated movements because I thought you had to be looking for the rabbit.
Too much of it, like a smile.
But the rabbit will pretty much.
Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes. I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. Lewis told me there were secret passages.
The rabbit will always spawn in front of you. Whenever it spawns.
My mom was really good at keeping secrets. Now
it might be a little bit more to the left or the right, but it will be in eyesight. So rather, what you should be doing...
Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan.
What you should be doing
what was behind that door.
is mashing the left and the right, and just going in pretty much just a straight line, and no dives are necessary.
December 13th, 1947.
Cool, no time saved.
Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat. My Halloween candy was all gone.
But yeah.
So
the best thing to do with the owl is just to press A and D over and over until you see it. Then you can do that little dive maneuver, because that actually does make you a little faster, I think. It actually matters to make you faster, because now
Then I heard chirping outside my window.
Now the rabbits are spawned.
It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her. And suddenly, I I was a cat. I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared. I jumped and I almost got her. Now I was up in the big tree. I gobbled her up. And suddenly,
a little bit of time
I was
saved.
an owl.
Nice.
First, all I heard.
Although I'm probably gonna need to change
Then
these
I
splits
heard
because
little teeth
I think I'm doing it inconsistently. But I still saved about half a second there, so yeah, literally just do this. I've learned that just doing this is fine.
Rabbits.
I fucking think maybe it needs to be a little bit wider than that. But yeah, the exaggerated kind of like shoom I was doing before that's not helpful. It will always spawn about in front of you and about always at the same time. So maybe something more like this. But it's not going to be spawning very far away from you and the way you're looking.
A mama rabbit.
Okay.
She was almost too big to eat.
As soon as I turn into a shark?
I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating.
I should have saved a little bit of time there.
And suddenly, I was a shark.
You see this? Oh, that's a good shark. That one's nice.
I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungry.
We'll see. We're working on owl. Okay, we're gonna work on owl.
I wanted fat, juicy seals. I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good.
Ooh, shit. God seal. Holy shit. Holy shit. Come on, come on. Oh, that could have been faster. That could have been faster.
But I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water.
Oh my god, I'm freaking out. Sorry.
When I opened my eyes, everything had changed. Now I was a monster. And I smelled
That's pretty good. I'm in top 5 right now. Let's see if we can get top 3, eh? I didn't think I'd get
I was big.
a good run on my first attempt after my lunch break. Come on. Okay. Just don't fuck up the end of this. Okay, fantastic, fantastic.
I was still hungry. And across the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it. I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
I was checking I was recording. I've been mad if I wasn't recording. I was like, did I press the button? Okay. Shit. No. Come on.
I got closer and closer.
It's pretty good. Don't waste it.
All my stomach started growling. And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time.
Okay, I'm looking at that shark, and it really wasn't that much better.
I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not.
I got a better cat. I got a better... No, I got an even beginning. But I got a worse owl.
Delicious.
Saved tiny bit of time there. Could have saved a bit more if I had a better part of that toilet.
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have. This will be obvious later.
Okay.
But my
second
mom
thing
never
I
told
learned.
me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past.
Oh my god, I felt so
when
stupid.
When we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly. I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room. Even in her 90s.
Okay.
Sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
Don't look at Kay. Don't look at Kay. Okay, we're good. So... in regards to Barbara, I never realized that you could mash the E button to attack the Hookman faster. So instead of him and Barbara struggling for like 3 seconds, it's more like 2 seconds, which is fantastic for us. Because that's another second saved, and right now seconds are really, really mattering.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin, and that he never talked about him.
Just hold D. Okay. We're looking good. Damn, I could have gotten like a full second faster in that seal if I was just a little bit better.
They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
That was really good RNG I got.
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star. Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
A little slower.
With another ghastly tale inspired by America's
but we can save
unfortunate family. I'm calling it the surprise ending of Barbara Finch.
I think we're gonna get like a 5-second better time on this.
As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately,
with my PB, I'm currently
aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend.
I'm currently 24 seconds behind the world record.
Demonstrate when
I'm still trying to figure out where they save all that time.
Now that was a great screen.
I could still be getting better sharks. I could still be getting better
he'd
owls.
slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter.
Where they're saving like tens of seconds now.
Was cancelled.
But to be fair, I just realized that you could
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but
you could attack the Hookman yourself by mashing E.
What if I tried?
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents
I clearly still have a decent plot to
came from the
learn.
basement.
You're right.
It'll be
also,
little things.
I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box, and as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
Rick?
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
Would you be imagining the worst? Okay, actually at the door this time.
The gang's
be a
leader is
dumbass.
the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill.
Honestly, isn't that just all of speedrunning? Is just saying over and over to yourself, don't be a dumbass this time?
Oh dear!
Oh.
Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not
Also,
scared, Rick.
I found
I'm
a
furious.
better way to do
All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused.
the part where you're, you know, like the barber skip where you're in Walter's room.
But she kept a little something
Hold
to
D.
remember him by.
Barb,
You need to hold
have you
D,
seen my other crutch?
and then when the
And she
page
was
is about
still
halfway turned,
And she fell
hold
asleep
W.
watching the late picture show. Hours later.
Hours later.
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
Walter, are you there?
Alright, this is where I need a mashie.
Vanished, but his bedside radio was
This
still.
is probably the most stressful part of Barbara
Orcas
segment.
Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel
Nice
hook
voice
for a
crack.
hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and was speechless. He was quite smashing. And who he was.
Yes.
In that night, she
Yes,
played
yes, yes.
her part beautifully. Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges groaned.
Little late on that, but it's okay.
He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet. The hookman had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was... At the door, she heard whispering.
I definitely saved time, obviously, but I don't know about how
From
much.
inside the house.
10 seconds would be fantastic.
Oh dear.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true.
That's probably my last run for
She
today,
saw what
because
kind of
I need to
monsters
practice
they
Smash
were,
Bros.
and she realized what was about to happen. She
I also just need to watch the speedruns over and over and just try and find the little things that they do to improve it. I am so fucking glad, by the way, that Edith has the controller and PC inputs he does, because God, that's been so helpful. Alright, let's see how much time we saved.
I wasn't there myself, but
I heard Barbara was magnificent. No, there's still quite a bit more.
She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter, hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear.
Is this 15 seconds?
Now that's what I call a real eerie
Let me
tale.
focus on No. Clearly I can't fucking count worth of shit, but yeah, 9 seconds, which is good. Not as good as I was hoping. So...
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
My sum of best is now 35-22.
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
Oh, God, that was horrible. This will be a PB by probably like 10 seconds, but... yeah, 10 seconds just isn't gonna cut it, and I'm trying to find more places to trim the fat, you know, but it's difficult. You know, I should probably be more patient here and wait like half a second after she grabs it, because it doesn't start turning until your mouse is in the correct position. So I'm probably like wasting half a second right there. Oh boy, I don't know. Could just round corners better, I guess.
I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages. I thought maybe she was hiding presents. It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
Maybe if we could save a little bit of time on this whole walking segment here, that'd be nice.
I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone. She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could. If there's a pattern in all these stories, I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
That was faster. Probably is half-second saves like that I need to incorporate. So... I'm gonna line up our owls, but if I had to guess, I bet our owls are like, have like a 4-second difference or something.
But if she never told me about an uncle under the house, I can only imagine what else she was hiding. I don't want to make the same mistakes she made, trying to bury something that's still alive. Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe two, I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself and found out what happened to everyone else. But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real. I don't know if I should even be writing this.
I guess that's why you can buy the soundtrack.
Maybe it'd be better.
I know I'm probably gonna sound stupid, but like, I never understood why you would want to buy a digital soundtrack for a game.
But I thought you should know about your family.
Like, if it's like physical, then I can get that, but like...
and the history you're a part of.
Digital soundtrack.
Though, to be honest,
like,
I feel as
the
lost
soundtrack's
as
definitely on YouTube, and I guess
now.
it is piracy, so maybe you can justify buying like the digital thing, but I don't know.
For what that's worth.
I don't think I've ever tried to like look up a soundtrack to something and it just wasn't already on YouTube.
And when you look at the house, that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness, any of it seems possible. I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it. What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house? It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one. 3 of the gerbils were mine, and 2 had been my fault. Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery. I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away.
But it's stuff like that, like how I didn't
Mom.
realize that you could hit the attacker and
Part of me
Barbara
thinks
segment,
this is
that I
what she
really
wanted
wish
all
there were just
along.
guides for this game, man.
For me to come back someday.
I'm gonna make one. I'm gonna make a written
Find
guide,
everything
but
out for myself.
because I just don't want people to get frustrated like I am right now. Because I mean, I could rewatch. I've rewatched that world record video so many times, and I just now realized that he mashes the E button to. It doesn't help also that.
If she told me there was going to be so much
I'm not knocking
climbing,
him or anything, but E-Ray will like just mash the E button when I am very, very certain that it does not do anything. Like, I'll replay a segment over and over to try and see if doing it actually makes you any faster, and I'm pretty sure. Like, for example, the doggy door.
I never met
He
Sam,
mashes E at the doggy door, but I replay that over and over, and I'm pretty sure it doesn't actually save you any time.
They were both pretty intense.
So it's confusing when he's doing a strategy and when he's just doing something to do it. It's not like it loses him any time, but yeah, it's confusing. Or I'm fucking wrong about the doggy door and it actually saves you like 0.2 seconds. I don't know, man. If there's any time it saves, it is completely negligible. Well, no, not negligible. I would still do it, since it doesn't require you to really do anything, but... yeah, I'm gonna stop that line of thought.
My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died.
I wanted to pick up my
At the time,
finger from the W key for a second, and I thought this just automatically climbed up, but obviously not. 0.2 seconds lost.
I can't imagine what it was like for her. My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Lewis was born a year later. When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back. The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that. And for a while, things were good. Almost normal. But it didn't last. The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle.
This is gonna be slower than my last one, by like half a second or something. Actually, no, it'll be a little bit faster if I can get this fucking part in Lewis's room. A little bit up here.
Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar.
Nope, didn't get it.
That part of it.
You can do it like pretty much instantly, but it was like a little slow.
I wish we'd stayed.
Damn it, come on.
What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner. But it had to end one way or another. All that's left now was to tell you about that last night. That whole last day.
How the
Edie
fuck
just
did I
watched
say
us
4
pack and
seconds?
Didn't say a word.
Like, genuinely, how the fuck did I say 4
Until
seconds?
supper, when she raised her glass and said,
I mean, I ain't complaining.
To
What am I
our
looking at
final
now?
night together, and
I
all
lost a
our
second and
final
now-
nights apart.
Grandma,
8,
you know what I
9,
said about
11.
alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway.
I
Why
said
don't
2
you go
seconds on Shark, it's 13.
The grown-ups have
A
to.
bunch of half-second ones, I'll just round it up
I'm
to
sorry,
14.
you're
So
right.
we're looking at
We're all
least at a
leaving tomorrow.
14
Let's
PB
just
unless I
enjoy
somehow
our
fuck
last-
up
I'm not leaving.
this bit.
Edith, you're
Uh,
excused.
It's really what I do.
The power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance, or that Edie had a key to it.
thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your story.
Shit.
I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning. Okay?
Part's frustrating.
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell
Maybe
you.
like 1 second slow.
There's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide.
If I can save a couple seconds because I accidentally bumped into one of the rocks.
Saw the old house aground.
Save like half a second. No.
There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years.
That rock on my left, I thought I could walk on top of it.
It smelled awful.
You cannot.
You know, I've seen that house every day of my life. But I never thought I'd go back to it. When the fog rolled in, I lost my way. I got turned around. I started seeing things I'd forgotten had ever existed. But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them. Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it! Let go! I kicked and
Nope, you don't
screamed,
save any time there.
Mom dragged me to the car. I never saw Great-Grandma Edie again. The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone. After that, we moved around a lot.
I don't think you can make this segment any faster, but I like doing the W and S and spamming it because it's funny. Maybe I should try and figure out if you can actually go faster than that. Because I think here it definitely matters, right?
My mom didn't
like the faster you can get all the little fluff off, the better.
But she started getting sick a lot.
Or, I mean, I'm stupid.
The rest happened pretty quickly. She got better for a while, and then she didn't. And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is. This journal was supposed to be for you. But now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you and tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way. This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
Slower, faster? Let's figure it out. We'll see in a moment. Saves 1 second. Nice. Okay. Ooh. Wait. Wait a moment. That's 4 seconds. That's only 4 seconds off the world record. I am tied for second. Okay. Okay. That's pretty good. So, definitely gonna submit this one. I'm not doing any more today. Hi, moderator. Hello. This will be the first time I'm submitting on PC, right? Yeah. Alright. Yeah, okay. Now, I don't know where I saved so much time, but the remaining time I can save probably by making, well, I can do that little part there at the end a little bit faster. Maybe by like literally half a second though. I had pretty good shark RNG. So I don't know if I could get any better at that. Seal, I could definitely have gone like maybe a second faster. Monster, I could have gone maybe like a half second. Yeah, I'm close. I'm close now. I know I'm close. So I'm feeling very good, but it's... Yeah, it's gonna be difficult, I think, to get the last 4 seconds necessary, but... That was it. That was attempt 8. Bye!